Okay, Trig, section 4-2, arc length and sector area, really based off of two different formulas. The arc length formula is a fraction of the circumference of a circle. And the area formula of a sector is the fraction of the area of the entire circle. And so we're going to be using these formulas for different questions like find the arc length of a 75-degree angle from a circle that has a radius of 6. So that is the measurement along the outside edge of the circle, but just for this fraction of the circle. So the part of the circle that you're dealing with is 75 degrees. The whole circle in terms of degrees is 360. And since we're dealing with arc length, it's the circumference formula with a radius of 6. Now, I want you, yes, the degree measures cancel. I want you to reduce this. Try to reduce it without a calculator. Realize what you have. You have 75 over 360, and you have 12 pi. Reduce it. See what happens. Show me your answer tomorrow. In the second example, we're talking about the area of a sector with a part of the circle which is 2 pi over 3 radians and a radius of 5. So the arc length is going to be part over the whole circle, which is 2 pi, times pi times 5 squared. Okay, obviously I hope that you can see that the pi's cancel out. So this leaves me with 2 pi over 3. Division by 2 is the same thing as multiplication by 1/2, the reciprocal, times 25. I want you to reduce that and give me the final answer. Another example we're going to go to, example 3. I don't know if you've been out west or seen where they have to deal with a lot of irrigation issues, and they have these irrigation arms. You can see some of them around our area where they water in a circle. So you might be up in an airplane and look down and see perfect circular fields. Well, that's because they have an irrigation arm with a pump. They have a well drilled at the middle of that field, and they pump water out of that, and then they actually irrigate the entire thing based on that arm, which rotates around a pivot. In this case, it's a 500-meter arm, and it rotates around once a day. How much area is covered in 1 hour? So the part of the circle that we're dealing with is 1 hour out of 24 hours. So this is not dealing, the part over whole in this case is not dealing in degrees or radians, but in hours, in time. And since we are dealing with area being covered, it's pi times 500 squared. So, see what you can do with that one. I have a feeling that you might have to reach for a calculator on this one. But give me your answer on that one and tell me what the area equals for that. Yes, you may use a calculator for that one. The other two you should not use a calculator for. There's no reason to use a calculator for this or this. You should be able to do that without. But, you know, it could be that, you know, I might not give you a calculator, but I might give you extra credit if you could go further than this. So, for instance, this might be an acceptable no-calc answer. But then if you can go further, which I'd like you to, try it without a calculator. See how far you can get, okay, by reducing them. And see you in class tomorrow.